welcome to American Whovian Fangirl's new segment, First Impression. This is where I give a quick, synopsis of, an episode in Doctor Who right after watching it. So this is my initial feelings and my first reaction of an episode. And tonight, of course, I'm doing Under the Lake. I only just finished watching it less than a half hour ago or so, and all I can say is one word: wow. Everything about this episode was awesome. I'm totally loving the direction this year with Moffat, where he's breaking up the episodes into cliffhangers. So yeah, I have an episode and then you're finishing it off the following week. And for me, that's great storytelling because you're not cramming in everything in just one 45 minute segment, whatever it is. It's very quick, fast paced, and so gratifying. And I can't wait for next week. What I really enjoyed about this episode was I loved Clara. I actually enjoyed Clara more so than the last couple of episodes. When the Doctor and Clara materializes in a base that's located underneath this lake, she is all ready for an adventure. All she wants to do is go out there and explore and have this big, huge, mind-blowing, story. She constantly keeps saying, I want an adventure, and she's basically diving in head first, regardless of any danger. It's almost like she's cocky and overconfident, and she just assumes that everything is going to work out. And I really think this is going to be significant if they continue with that mindset with Clara. I think that's going to be really significant, especially since we know this is her last season. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out going forward. Capaldi, he's amazing. I'm just totally loving his delivery of the Doctor. His one-liners and the emotion he has in there. It's, I just love it. It's, he's just so, it's not like he's not caring, but it's like the people around him, they're second. It's like he wants to find out this mystery. And basically the mystery of Under the Lake is, these crewmen, they found a spaceship, blah, 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 and then there's some kind of entity or ghost, that's all creepy looking. Personally, it resembles the gentleman from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that creepiness to it. So, and this is really cool because it does have that creep factor, and we are in October, and it's countdown to Halloween. So, I really think this was a, really awesome episode here. And, this entity ends up killing one of the crewmen, and then that person turns into this entity ghost type of thing, and then there's another crew member that's killed, blah, 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 blah. And then, basically at the end was so cool because the Doctor and Clara get separated. And the Doctor decides to go back in time because he wants to find out what's the spaceship doing, in this location. And, the very end is, you see Clara and some other crewmen that were separated. They're looking out the window of the lake, and you see, this ghost figure. And you're figuring, oh, it's going to be one of the other crewmen, that died. And when the entity turns around, or ghost, whatever, it's the Doctor. So it's ooh, did the Doctor die? Because right now, at this moment, the only way you could turn into this ghost figure is if you die. And obviously, the Doctor can't die because that would be the end of Doctor Who. But, it was just really awesome. And, if this was not a cliffhanger and, Moffat tried to, throw this whole kind of episode together from start to finish in one 45 minute segment, it would be very confusing, and you wouldn't be satisfied, at least in my opinion. You wouldn't be satisfied because you'd be what, but here you were just everything was from start to finish. There was no boring segments, there was no boring scenes. Everything fit together, and it was very smooth and quick and satisfying. So amazing. I'm just loving season 9, and I honestly believe if season 9 continues going like this, it's going to be the best season ever since, Doctor Who came back in 2005. So I loved it. It's great. If you haven't watched it yet, and you listen to this, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have been listening to this in the first place if you haven't watched it. But I'm just totally loving it, and looking forward to next week and giving my first impression for next week's episode. So let me know what you think. Leave the comment below, and let me know what your first initial impression was. Thank you very much, and have a great night, everyone.